Hello guys, and welcome to my Robocraft update video. If you haven't seen any of my Robocraft Let's Build, that is because I've been putting it off to make this video. So what you're seeing in the background is me test playing the new matchmaking system they made for this new update called Unleash. And I say new, but it's really been out for like 3 weeks now. And sorry I've been taking so long to make this video. I just have my Retro Wednesday videos also. Been trying to release those, and there's a bunch of editing I need to do on those as well, and I like to release them every Wednesday, so actually that plus the Friday stuff, I've just been pushing it further and further back. But I should be able to finish this by this Thursday, which will be August the 20th. So that is actually over 3 weeks since that update came out, and it's been more than a month since I released the Robocraft Let's Build. I am still gonna do the Let's Build series, but they removed tiers from the game, so the whole point of that series was to go through the tiers with you guys. But now, since there isn't really tiers anymore, so I'm just gonna do like what I actually wanted to do from the beginning, which was to make like Let's Build. Like, I designed something interesting, and I'll show you guys how to make that. So I'm still gonna keep up with my Let's Build series, but it's gonna be released a lot less often. So yeah, about once a month or so. So first I'm gonna go over all the changes that's been made, and I'll have a link to the patch notes in the comments. I'll try to remember to put that there. I'm gonna be going over just the key points of it. I'm gonna make a bunch of like, they have like a whole paragraph of summary on like the beginning of the patch notes, and in other parts there's like a sentence or two. So I'm not gonna be saying all that. I'm just gonna go over the key points. Then I'm gonna go over my opinions on these changes, and these are just my opinions, so you can disagree with me on them. So if you don't want to hear my opinions, you just want to know what's changed, you can go ahead and just listen to the first half of this video, because I'm probably gonna be rambling a lot on when I'm stating my opinions and stuff. So I feel free to skip that if you're not into it. So that's it. That's all this video is gonna be about. So once again, I'm probably gonna ramble on a lot on the end of this video when I state my opinion and stuff, but you guys can go ahead and skip it. Promise I won't be offended, and I apologize again for being like over 3 weeks late on releasing this update video. So yeah, so I'm gonna go over the changes right now. I am gonna be paraphrasing a bit here and there. So here's the key notes on it. Maximum freedom. Just build whatever you want and take it into battle. Completely new matchmaking system using robot ranking and player level. Armored restrictions lifted completely. Tier CPU caps lifted completely. And over tier restrictions lifted completely. So everything's been lifted. They actually changed the name of cubes, so instead of tier 2 and tier 3 and stuff like that, you now have MK1 and MK2, which I'm gonna call Mark from now on. So if I say that, that's what I'm talking about. It's just like the tiers, but without calling them tiers. Brand new robot ranking gauge with pizzazz. I don't know what the pizzazz part is. I haven't really seen much that strikes me as pizzazz, but it does look new. I'm tripping over this one a lot. I'm gonna change the wording a little bit so I can actually say it and it will make sense. Okay, platoon matches. Yeah, platoon matches are now made based on just above the average robot ranking between the smallest and largest robot ranking in the platoon. So there, I kind of paraphrased. I changed up the words on that one a little bit because I couldn't say it the way they have it listed. So I got a little note for you guys as an example here. This is in the link for the very detailed update where they tell you like all the percentages and stuff. So it says, in summary, it allows for a platoon of a Mark 10 robot to play together with 3 Mark 1 robots in a Mark 8 match. And lastly, we have RP rewards are now based on your performance in battle and the robot ranking of your robots. Which is true. If you see in the background, I hardly did anything with one of my vehicles and I barely got any RP for it. We got a few small print stuff. I guess I read it to you anyways. Robot ranking rebalance on all cubes to assist matchmaker to match robots more equally. And second small print is T1 changed to Mark 1 and names of all functional and armored cubes, which is basically what I said a few minutes ago. Whew, that took me longer than I thought to read. So now we're gonna go on to the new progression system and what they did to change it. New components are unlocked each time you gain a new player level. Use the tech tree to see which cubes you unlock next. A brand new level up animation pops up to show you that the cubes have just been unlocked. No more tier lock TP or Uber TP. In fact, no more TP. TP is not toilet paper. It's tech points. Back in the tech tree, you needed to gather tech points and use them to unlock certain cubes. There's a new stamp in the cube depot that shows cubes you have unlocked but never owned, and the new stamp is actually just the word new on top of the image of the cube. It's a little banner on it. The chat tag now shows player level as opposed to tier. That's the little number that pops up next to your name when you type in chat. I got a few small print notes here. Players who have unspent TP will have it converted to RP, different amounts depending on tier. RP is the in-game cash. Players who have unspent Uber TP will have it reimbursed to GC, which is the Galactic Cash, which is the actual money that you use to unlock stuff in the game with real world money. Players who have cubes locked but have not reached the correct player level yet will get their player level increased to meet the maximum unlocked cube. Next is soon rank will be shown in the chat tag. Before I talk about the map, I'm going to skip the map part for now and I'm going to talk about the big improvements. Hoverblade completely reworked from the ground up. There's a bunch of other text that basically says what they did and it's harder to flip over. There's a new mouse driven build drive fight user interface, which you've seen in the little clip in the beginning. New enter battle dialogue featuring hexagonal Robocraft branding. Oh man, sounds like I'm running out of energy here, you guys. Hold on, give me a second. Alright. Boss fight matches based on the players choosing this mode only. So no more getting dragged into a challenge match when waiting for team deathmatch. All games given equal billing on the selection screen. Brand new lobby screen, cleaner look, I agree. Added a add friend button at the end of the battle stat screen at the end of a battle. You can now chat at the battle stat screen at the end of a battle. You can now use your number pad plus and minus keys and test robot mode to test overclocker at different levels. Enter key now works for all in-game text field. So now you can just hit enter to log in. There's a new high ranked Overwolf combo walker copter for mega jumps. It's 75% off via Mad Orc or Orcs. I can't tell with my writing, so I actually write this down, so that's why it's kind of weird. But it's available from the 29th of July, which is over 3 weeks ago, so I don't know if that offer still applies. And then there's another offer here, and I think I'll skip it since both these offers are kind of old, so I don't know if they still work, so I'm not going to include it. There's a small print. With hovers reworked, wheels are next to get some love, so expect great things from wheels in an upcoming update, which I am kind of looking forward to. That is because I use wheels like almost all the time, so you might see it in all my robots. And that's it for the improvements. I might go over the bugs with you guys, the bug fixes and stuff, but I'm not sure because, you know, sometimes they say they fix a bug but it's still in there for some people, so I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna go over that. I don't think I'm gonna go over those, but I might go over some other stuff that I think are important. So they have temporarily removed tutorials. When I joined, I don't think I remember tutorials, but they've removed them, and the reason I read is because they really want to perfect the tutorial system so it's not to confuse any new players or give them like a false sense of what Robocraft is through the tutorial. Another little point, default controls. They changed the default controls. It says here, The default controls in build mode selection were changed to match the names and order of the new buttons. I haven't tested this out yet. So anyways, you might want to look into the settings and see what the buttons are, and rework them to how you remember them if you want, whatever, or keep them that way. Whatever works for you, whatever you think is best. Okay, so now we finally made it to the new map, which is pretty interesting. I haven't played on it yet in all my test planes. I played like... Sorry, I burped there. I've played at least 8 matches after the last Friday's video, the Friday Firefights, and I still haven't seen the new map. I haven't gotten to play much this week. But here it says it's a brand new 3rd in the series of ice map. Completely new map design technique used for this, with lots of design input and testing ahead of the launch to make this hopefully our best loved map. The map is symmetrical for both teams. There's flatter, less bumpy terrain. Lots of pillar-like cover for robots of any size. Huge set piece dam feature. Split level play for flyers. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm guessing that flyers have some way that they can't be shot by people down on the ground. So it's like flyers can do their own fights up in the air, which sounds pretty cool to me. But as I said, I haven't played the map yet. I probably will by the time I release this video, and I have to do a little follow-up on my next Robocraft Let's Build video. I'll go over that. All maps now have flatter, less bumpy terrain, so it's easier and more fun to drive on. I think I could kind of confirm that when I was test playing the videos you see in the background, my turning was a little better because all wheels were on contact with the ground most of the time. We got a small print here. This will be the last map on the ice planet for a while. We will begin a new lava planet next, which I am excited about. I hope that this new matchmaking, sorry, that's me closing my notes. I'm hoping it has like pitfall traps into the lava, and it just destroys your ship, and there'll be some like strategic placement. I could see it being really good lava planet. Since we're done with the changes, that's why I'm basically stating all my opinions. And first, I think I would like to start with talking about this lava planet.